Well, greetings everybody. My name is Kevin Garganter and I'm the Director of the Human Services Program here at Bristol Community College. And I will be your instructor for your upcoming SER 290 Pre-Internship Planning Workshop course that you are now in. So before we officially begin the course, I just wanted to say a few things to everyone. Welcome folks, of course, and go over a few of the ground rules and other things that will be happening in this course. First of all, the purpose of this course is for you to start a process whereby you will be going through certain steps in order to secure the internship that's required for your program here. For many of you, it will be a 2-semester of internship experience, and for some of you that are in a certificate program, it will be a 1-semester experience. But finding the internship and the process that you're going to go through will be the same regardless of whether you will be doing 1 semester or 2 semesters. So I look at this whole course as a cooperative venture between the two of us, you, the student, and me as the instructor. People ask me all the time, Kevin, do we find our own internships? And basically the answer is yes, you do find your own internships, but with hopefully an awful lot of guidance and input from me. You can go out and find some things on your own. But I think if you go through the steps that I'm going to lay out for you in this course, you'll go through it with a little bit more of a purpose and a little bit more of a focus. So again, I want to stress the cooperative venture that I want to set up here. So what does it mean to be successful in this particular course? Well, let me start out by saying what success is not in this course. And what success is not in this course is that by the end of the class, you have to have a complete confirmed internship in place. That is not what defines success in this course. What does instead define success in this course is that you go through the steps that we talk about. We're going to be doing several things in this course, a lot of self-examination of what you're looking for, a little bit of discussion about what's out there, what your personal learning style is, what values you bring into the whole process, what your preferences are, everything from geographic preferences to scheduling preferences and things like that. That's a lot of what we're going to be doing in this course. You will be going along and doing some other tasks as well. You'll be submitting some forms to me. You'll be eventually coming up with a resume that you'll be using. We're going to be doing a lot of online discussions that I hope will be interactive. They have been in the past. And most importantly, at the end, you're going to be required to go to at least 2 places to do in-person interviews with potential internship sites and to prove to me that you have done that by virtue of getting the agencies to sign off on it and whatever. So again, I would like to just stress what is success in this course. Success is going through the process. You do not have to have your internship in place until a few weeks into your upcoming SER 291 seminar course, which is the course that accompanies your internship experience. So again, by the time this course ends, whether you're taking it, regardless of which semester you're taking it in, you do not have to have an internship signed, sealed, and delivered by the end of the course. Now, there are 4 live classes that this course encompasses, and all of them are required, and all of them are very important. And in fact, this course grades you on class attendance specifically. So we'll have a sign-up sheet in every course, and the only way you'll get credit for being there is if you sign in and stay for the whole class and things like that. So attendance is important, not only because of what you're going to be learning in the course, but that's going to be your chance to interact with me. That's going to be your chance to interact with other students. And from a selfish point of view, from a grading point of view from a student, it's going to get you points toward your grade. So I want to stress how much the attendance is important and every class is important. Now in semesters where there are more than 1 section of this course, I often do allow people to bounce around from section to section. So if there are 4 classes that are required and you happen to register, say in Fall River, you might choose to go to one of the classes in New Bedford or something because that time is more convenient for you. Or if you're sick or something and you miss a class, you might pick it up when we're offering it in Taunton or something. Obviously, when there's only one section per semester, like we sometimes do in the summer, you don't have that luxury. But when you do take it, when there are multiple sections, you usually have a chance to go to more than one location and choose from more than one date from those 4 classes. So let's talk again a little bit about what success is in the course. It's amazing to me how many people do not pass this course. I think sometimes people's procrastination tendencies get to them. I think sometimes the freedom that they have in this course, the lack of really concrete deadlines, sometimes gets in the way. And quite honestly, I do that on purpose, because when you're out there in your internship, it's certainly what we call a real-world experience, and people are not going to be on you every 5 minutes about deadlines. People are not going to be constantly reminding you about things. I will tell you at the beginning of this course the things that you have to do in order to get the A grade, and it will be up to you to do that. You'll have a little checklist actually right on the syllabus that, as you keep checking things off, you'll just keep edging closer and closer toward that A grade. So again, you do not have to have the internship set up and approved by the end, but you have to go through the process of deciding what you want and going on at least 2 interviews. So I think that's probably about it for now. I've talked long enough. There is a general discussion board there. Most of your discussion boards, by the way, will carry credit for your postings and replies, but the general discussion board, which is now open up on the course website, will be open all semester, and that is for people to ask course-related questions, things about the grading, about the attendance, about things like that. So between now and our first class, if you want to throw a question up there or something like that, please do. There's also a hello discussion board where I ask people to introduce themselves. This typically is a class that I don't have a chance to get to know a lot of people's names because we're partially online, and it's not what I call an academic course, so I don't have a lot of class interaction with you, even though we're in class. So I'm going to leave it up to you to make yourself known to me, and one of the ways you can do that is by that hello discussion board, and maybe even posting a photo or something, because when internships come across my desk later on in the semester, I want to be able to say, oh, I know who might want that internship, but if I don't know who you are, I obviously can't contact you and things like that. So please take advantage of the general discussion board for any questions all throughout the semester, and the hello discussion board, especially at the beginning of the semester, to introduce yourself and things. Okay, I believe that's it for now. I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for listening to this welcome. I do look forward to working with you. Much of this, as I said, is going to be done on your own, but with guidance and direction from me, and I think that's the best way to do it. I could easily assign you an internship in 5 minutes, but I think it works much better if you've gone through a certain process yourself to try and figure out what's going to work best for you. So that's the way the course is set up. As much assistance is needed as is necessary, and if you want to go off pretty much on your own, you can do that as well. Thank you very much. We'll see you in class, and good luck to all of us in the upcoming semester. Thank you. Bye-bye.